Good morning, Texoma, and thanks for joining us. I'm Ashley Fitzwater. This morning, we're taking a look at Bring Everyone in the Zone. It's a nonprofit that is truly reaching out to help not only Texoma veterans, but also their family members. More on how they're helping veterans from all wars suffering with post-traumatic stress disorder, military sexual trauma, and also brain injuries. And joining me now to talk about just that is Kim Putman and Sherry Ward. We appreciate both of you being here today. And Kim, if we can just jump right into it today, and if you can just start by telling us your connection with this nonprofit organization.
Well, Bring Everyone in the Zone is a support group for veterans and family members suffering with post-traumatic stress disorder, traumatic brain injury, and also military sexual assault. And it's a nonprofit organization. It's free to come and join a group, and it's all confidential. What we say there stays there, and we just talk about not the trauma that actually happened. We don't want to relive that, but we talk about the issues facing people that have gone through such things like post-traumatic stress disorder and the difficulty coming back from war, and as a changed person, sometimes you don't feel like you fit in, and you're having relationship problems or trust issues, or certain things trigger you back.
And this is something firsthand you can relate to. Can you
Yes.
tell us just a little bit about your experience? And I understand you've been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder yourself.
Yes, I have. And I was in the Air Force for almost 15 years, and I deployed at the beginning of the Iraq War, and I thought I wouldn't see too much, and I came back a different person, and for a long time I didn't really realize it, and it's odd that I fell into this job. And I really find that I can relate, and there's certain things that I've been doing that I didn't do before I went to war, and I'm really excited to have the people in this program and there's something out there for people that just don't even know what they're going through.
And I know you have a connection, of course, to Helen Farabee Center, the veteran peer provider there, but this is not necessarily anything where you have to be connected to Helen Farabee. I know we definitely want to stress that and mention that right off the top here, but who is this open to? Who is this program open to, this nonprofit? And I understand it's free for them to come take advantage of
Yes,
as well.
it's open to anyone. That you don't have to be diagnosed, but you may just feel like something is not quite right, and or your family members have mentioned that you don't seem like yourself, and just want to be around people that have been to war and have the camaraderie that you had while you were in the military. And this is open for active duty as well, and we have a support group for women, family members, spouses, moms. Anyone is welcome, and we don't have to have a diagnosis or have you be a client of Helen Farabee. That's just where I work out of.
Now, I love how you said it's also open to mothers, spouses, relatives. It's not just the vets
Yes.
themselves or those who are experiencing, because, as we know with any situation, anything that you go through in life, it spills over,
Right.
of course, to the others that you deal with every single day.
And divorce is a big thing with PTSD, and if the family members don't want to learn and try and understand, it's really hard to live with someone with post-traumatic stress disorder.
And I know we're actually going to hear from a lady in just a little bit who's going to take a closer look at that, and I know she has a great story to tell, so definitely want to stay tuned for that. But Sherry, I want to definitely involve you a little bit in this conversation, of course, and tell everyone at home your connection to this, because it's incredible the way you're able to relate to so many as well.
Well, I'm from a military family, and not my family as much as my husband's. My husband, his father was a Vietnam vet, so I speak a lot to my mother-in-law and try and help them with their relationships. And some of the things I hear from the individuals that are in the group is the same thing that she's been saying for years. I was sexually assaulted when I was in the Air Force, and I wasn't treated then. I found out many years later that I had post-traumatic stress disorder. And I tried to do a lot of coping on my own, which really wasn't effective. I felt quite alone. that nobody would understand. Well, with this group, everybody does understand. We're not counselors, but we're there as peers to try and help them get through it. We've been through things. My husband's retired military. My son just got out of the military. My daughter is married to the military. So there's a lot about the military. And during my regular job, I also work every day with the military.
Goodness.
So they are the people that are closest to my heart for many reasons. And this group helps. When I first started, I thought, I'm going to help others. And I found out that it really actually helped me out just as much as it's helped others.
I love that, how it just kind of comes back, because like you said, you're both as well been diagnosed with that. And you know, have you been able to meet others or have others come forth that you've been able to, you feel, help because, hey, I've been sexually assaulted, I've been in that situation that no woman, you know, should ever have to go through, anybody. And have you been able to use that, you believe, to empower other women, though?
Yeah, to help them understand, that they're not alone in this. And that's the thing with all the veterans, is that it's just me. And it's not. We all share the same bond, the same thread, and through each of us sharing our feelings, sharing how we handle things, I think that's what helps us all grow, is that I may do it one way and you do it another way, and then we find out what really fits for each one of us, because it's our world is not a cookie cutter world. And with veterans, it's what we need to help each other is not a cookie cutter. So this isn't. We go over kind of some set questions to get people prompted to talk, and then once the prompting starts, they just say how they feel, and that's the important part, is knowing how you feel and knowing that what you feel is okay.
And this is all confidential, correct? I mean,
Yes.
you definitely want to mention that, you know, each of you play a role, so that's why you're willing to come today and, of course, share. And just really, I think the point here now, really encouraging those, because there are so many, of course, with Shepherd Air Force Base and, you know, even those right in Lawton, just so close, so many in Texoma, veterans and family members. So this is such a great thing to take advantage of. And is there a number that they, you know, I know we'll give those again at the end, but how do you get involved? Is this something that's offered a couple days a week or a month, or?
The groups, there's 3 a week, and to get in touch with the group, you can call me at 940-397-3315. And I've also got billboards up right now that also advertise my phone number, and I can link the person up with which group works out best for them.
Because like you said, there are so many, you know, one for women, one for, you know, bringing everybody together, or mothers, and I know you can relate for so many roles. So just kind of one other question for you, Sherry, before we take a quick break here. Anything you'd like to say to family members, and or maybe those who have been, you know, dealing with sexual trauma in their lives, that why this is the place to go and to be comfortable enough to come share your story?
I think the bottom line is a lot of people are afraid that if I go talk to somebody, that somebody's going to judge me. And it's not, there's no judgment, there is no mental health diagnosis, there's nobody else is going to know about it. It's just, come and let us talk to you, let us listen. And a lot of times that's what everybody needs, is just somebody to listen and say, I'm okay, yeah, you're okay.
Well, I really appreciate you coming and opening up and sharing your stories as well. And we have so many other stories we want to get to, so don't go anywhere, Texoma. We need a quick break. We'll be right back.